I will be meeting with those students and their parents and instructional meeting, and we will be discussing the different types of differentiations that they will be needing, and it will be including the individuals who are special ed, ELLs, 504 gifted and talented within our reading lessons. I will be promoting the different accommodations in this meeting as well as each and every one of my students. These will be the different types of differentiations that they would be doing coming across while being in class. So we would have English language learners, 504 students, GT students, and they would be given their own prior needs and accommodations as well as modifications. These will be the testing accommodations and modifications given to each and all of the differentiation of students, and will be required for them to use them at all times while being in class. They will have flexible timing, small group instruction with teachers, one-to-one guidance, large prints, reading aloud accommodations, dictionaries, paper pencil assessments, sight words, dictionaries, foldables, etc. All instructions will be simple and precise towards all students. The timing and the scheduling will be administered for all, not all individuals, but for the ones who will need it. Good afternoon. My name is Mr. Escobedo. Today we will be...
Good afternoon, Mr. Escobedo.
Good afternoon, sir.
Today we will be learning about reading. What we're gonna learn today is TEKS 1013, 11013. It will be English Language Arts and Reading, grade first. Reading comprehension of informational text, expository text. Students will analyze, make inferences, and draw conclusions about expository text, and will provide evidence from the text to support their understanding. Students are expected to restate the main idea, heard or read, identify important facts or details in the text, heard or read, and retell the order of events in a text by referring to the words and or illustrations. For our objective today, you all will be restating the main idea, the facts and details, which will be able to tell order of events in chronological orders using pictures and written text. You all will right now be discussing in groups, parents share about the learning spring, about the season spring. And right now we're gonna be retelling the story once we read it. We will be gaining an understanding of what the season spring is and what it's all about, implementing it into a story. So today we're gonna actually read the book Spring is Here by Mary Packard. I will show you guys an anchor chart, and we will be doing an activity for today based on the book that we will be reading. So today, class, what is it that you hear when it comes to springtime? When you hear springtime and spring, what do you think?
Japanese cherry blossoms.
Okay, Japanese cherry blossoms. What else?
Spring break.
Spring break. Good.
What was the question again?
That when you hear spring or springtime, what is it that you actually hear or think of when it comes to
Flowers.
flowers?
Going to the garden and plant flowers.
The garden, planting flowers. Good. What else? Just
Easter.
two more examples?
Easter.
Easter,
Yay,
yes, that's coming up this
vacation.
Sunday.
One step closer for summer.
Yes. So now I will be informing you on some vocabulary words that will be coming up from the story. For example, butterflies, all the ones that you all said, spring, Japanese cherry blossoms, all of those will be incorporated in springtime, butterflies, everything that will be introduced into spring. Okay, so today we will be reading the story Spring is Here by Mary Packard. So right now I would want you all to listen to the story, follow along, and grasp the illustrations and the overall concept of the story.
Welcome to Read It Again. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on that subscribe button below. Hope you enjoy this book. Let's get started. Spring is Here by Will Hillenbrand. Mo woke up. Is it spring? He wondered. He opened the window to smell the air. Sniff, sniff, sniff. He dressed and tiptoed past Bear's bedroom and stepped outside. He felt mud under his feet. Squish, squish, squish. Spring is here, cried Mole. I must tell Bear. Mole rapped on Bear's window. Tap, tap, tap. Snow. Replied Bear. Mole dashed inside and knocked on Bear's door. Knock, knock, knock. Snow. Replied Bear. Mole tickled Bear's nose. Swish, swish, swish. Snow. Replied Bear. Mole played his horn for Bear. Toot, toot, toot. Snore. Replied Bear. Oh dear, sighed Mole. Spring is here and Bear must get up. Mole thought and thought. Then he scampered outside. He gathered, he milked, he churned, he poured, he mixed, he baked. Finally, he shuffled into Bear's room. Wake up, Bear, mumbled Mole. Spring is here. Yum, replied Bear. Then he looked at Mole. Wake up, Mole, said Bear. Spring is here. Snore. Replied Mole. The end. Thank you so much for listening and following along. If you like this book, please give it a thumbs up and come back soon.
So what did you think about the book? Did you like it?
Yes.
The way she explained the book was so cute.
Oh. Thumbs up if you understood the story. Yes, good job. Alright, so next I will introduce to you the anchor chart of spring. And this is the actual type of well, basically giving you several words that was introduced into this book. As you could see, it was about animals, the sun, flowers. These are several key terms that you will be needing when you will be learning about on this exam, this test. So you will need to understand these words in order for you to understand what the actual concept about spring is about. Any questions as of thus far?
No.
No? Okay. So what was the main idea of this book? Good job, yes. Good analyzations. Let's continue. Alright, so right now I'm gonna need you all to get into groups. Right now you're gonna discuss with your partner about spring and what you thought of the book. Make sure to list important details and facts. And right now I'll give you 2 minutes so you all could talk about the spring and what you thought about the book. What do you know? Talk
So,
amongst yourselves.
What did you think about the book?
Well,
Maybe you should set up some
like-
sort of timer for the class.
I like the picture. Would you be able to put the story again?
The story,
Yes. Cause I want for you to see the pictures that were in the book.
the
They
picture.
were super nice.
To read it again. And stepped
So here are
outside.
several of the
He
images.
felt mud under his feet. Squish, squish, squish. Spring is here, cried Mole. I must tell Bear.
You know how the pictures are very
Mole
detailed,
rapped on
very
Bear's
colorful.
window.
Then
Tap,
yes,
tap, tap.
It could combine
Snow.
with the story.
Ooh,
So what did you get about the images, the actual spring concept?
My partner made a connection between the colors and how during the springtime everything is more vibrant due to like flowers growing, etc.
Interesting, yes, yes, good job. So right now you could actually test on the book. I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes to take it for accelerated reader. Meanwhile, y'all could take the book and we'll continue for our independent practice. You all will be doing this independently. You will write sequence of events of what happened in this book, and I will be giving you some pictures so you all could put them in order from the way the story happened. So can you take out a sheet of paper, please? Y'all, I'll give you all several minutes. Meanwhile, I put on another video. If you still don't have an idea of what the main idea and the important facts and details, if you still don't understand, this video will help you so you could get a better grasp of
May we
what it
draw?
is. Yes, that's what you all are gonna do.
Sorry, I was paying attention.
So this is the main idea.
Ah, gross. I wish other people would ride their bikes instead of always using cars. Dear Tim and Moby, I don't understand what my teacher means when he asks me to find the main idea. Can you help me? From Gladys. Sure, Gladys. The main idea is just the main point that's being stated in a paragraph, essay, article, or other passage. It's what's specifically being said about a particular topic. The topic of a paragraph or passage is details support what the author is trying to say with examples. It's sort of like evidence as to why the main idea is true. The details would explain what makes a cheetah run so fast, how fast it can run, things like that. Alright, let's read this paragraph and try to find the main idea. Not only is smoking cigarettes a disgusting and smelly habit, it's also extremely bad for your health. It has been proven to cause cancer, lung disease, and heart disease, and to weaken your immune system. Smoking makes it a lot harder to breathe, which means it's more difficult to play sports and get the exercise you need to stay healthy. It is also harmful for those hanging around a smoker because they breathe the smoky air. Even though most people are aware of how bad smoking is for them, more than 1,000 people die each day from its effects. So first, let's figure out the topic. What would you say the topic is? The general subject that this paragraph is discussing.
Smoking.
So
That's
what
right,
is
the
it,
topic is
you all?
smoke.
What is it?
Smoking.
That's a topic, correct?
Correct.
What is the main idea of what you heard?
That's
Smoking, specifically cigarette smoking. Now, let's try to find the main idea.
The main
To find
idea
the
is
main
that
idea,
smoking
ask
is bad
yourself,
for you.
what point is the writer
Good
trying to
job.
make? It's always helpful to skim through the passage again and see what words are repeated and what idea the author is trying to stress or get across. What do you think the main idea is, Moby? Well, the writer is saying that smoking is gross, but more specifically, that smoking is bad for your health.
Good job,
You can tell
Minnie.
this from the details in the paragraph. That smoking causes cancer and heart and lung disease, that makes you sick, and then it makes it hard to breathe.
Leslie, pay attention.
Sometimes the main idea will be at the start of a paragraph or article. In the passage we just read, the writer pretty much stated the main idea in the first sentence.
Well, sir, it's because I don't know what that has to do with spring.
It's a main idea.
Why no,
It's
but you need to get
introducing what
something
is
with
the main
spring.
idea. Alright, let's continue.
But the main idea can be stated anywhere in a piece of text. Sometimes it's in the second or third paragraph, for instance, or sometimes it'll come at the very end as a conclusion. It's not always that clear, though, and sometimes you have to do a little more work to figure it out. One important thing to remember is that sometimes you're going to have to reread the passage and go back to it a few times to get a good sense of what's being discussed. Let's look at the newspaper article that Moby was reading earlier. When we can, it's important to carpool, use public transportation like buses and trains, ride a bike, or walk instead of driving a car. These things release fewer dangerous toxins into the air. You may not realize it, but air pollution is becoming a bigger problem every day. It is terribly damaging to the environment and the air we breathe. For this reason, we should try to cut back on harmful emissions. One of the best ways to reduce pollution.
So y'all got the idea of what a main idea is, correct?
Yes.
Or do some of y'all still have trouble?
I still have trouble.
The main idea isn't always in the beginning of the sentence. It's gonna be in the first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph, so on and so forth. So it just depends what is the overall story about. And if you could analyze facts and details that support your main idea, then that's what it's gonna be about. So that's it. That's done for the class. What is your favorite part of the book from Spring is Here?
I liked it when Mo brought Bear breakfast because I like breakfast.
Yes. Leslie, what is your favorite part of the book?
The pictures.
The illustrations?
Yes,
What
I
about
understood
them?
better with the pictures because it shows you way better than the words. It helps
Correct.
you understand better. Well, in my opinion.
Correct, correct. Alright, so for homework, I'm gonna give you a story guideline check, which is you're gonna put them in order of events, chronological order. And what you're gonna do, yes,
What is chronological order?
put them in order of events, sequence how it happened first, second, third, fourth, fifth,
Okay.
etc.
Thank you.
And I will be giving you a handout based on pictures. You all will be cutting, and I will see you all next time.
Happy Easter.